What's going on, everybody? Sports Central here. If you've got lightning, if you've got Fast Thunder, y'all know the back with a video. We're back with another Resident Evil 4. And today's video, we're doing a Resident Evil 4, review. Just like we do all the other gameplay walkthrough the series so far. It's 2023. We basically do the series, and then we basically, um, you know, finish it off. And then we do a review at the end, give my thoughts and opinions on it before we eventually move on to the series. Obviously, you guys see right here, this is the last scene, like the final episode I did on the last episode of Resident Evil 4 remake. Um, this is the last episode. You know what I'm saying? I had to do this one because it was probably the best one. And also I tend to do like the end of the episodes of my reviews, and all that type of stuff because well, let's just say it not only gives the views, but also it's probably the most interesting one, and also it gives me a full closure on certain games and when I give them reviews on, you know what I'm saying? And also on top of this, um, Resident Evil 4 is I basically done Resident Evil 4 and it's over, you know what I'm saying? I'm done with Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 4 is done with. And it doesn't matter, so yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's why we're gonna use this last scene that we did and all the other type of stuff. Um, no editing, no none of that. I mean, well, I'm probably gonna add some of the things out, but besides that, though, yeah, we're gonna use the last scene for the review of Resident Evil 4, and then where do we go from here? I don't even know. So we're gonna find out and see. So y'all already know when it comes to reviews I do on this channel. If y'all really don't understand or don't know, I usually do the bad, then the good about Pacific Games, and then where did they go from here? And all the other type of stuff, and then that's pretty much it. What I do on my review. But like I said before, and I said again, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. I do this, like this year, 2023. I start off the review in 2023, and we're almost midway to 2023. And the reviews that I did on Pacific Games that I played, well, every gameplay walkthrough I played so far in this game, tend to be really, really good. And also, you guys can get your opinions about the game, right? If you guys played it or not, you know what I'm saying? So, uh, you know, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Resident Evil 4 remake, and you guys could let me know down below in the comments down below in the comment section down below, like what y'all thoughts on Resident Evil 4, what's your opinions on it. You know what I'm saying? Same applies to any other review I do on any Pacific games and whatever. Um, let me know what y'all think about it. Like I said, man, y'all tied to your own opinion and all the other type of stuff. I ain't gonna sit there and disagree with you. I mean, all that type of stuff. Yeah, you're entitled to your own opinion. You know what I'm saying? Well, what do you think about Resident Evil 4 remake and all that? And like I said, you know, you're entitled to your opinion. I know it's kind of weird, but like I said, start with the bad, start with the good, and then we'll go from there. Um, I'm going to try to, basically, be Pacific as much as I can because I know some of y'all might disagree with my bad and my good, but I'm gonna try to be Pacific as much as I can, and then see where we go from there. So yeah, there you go. So once again, before we get to like in my like my opinion on Resident Evil 4, I really want to say and take the time to say thank you guys for supporting the series, for watching the series, and all the other type of stuff. And that means a lot to me in this world. You guys have literally have knocked it out of the park of literally, you know, supporting this, supporting the whole entire series, Resident Evil 4 remake, all the other type of stuff. And all my other Resident Evils, like Resident Evil 2 remake, I did. That was my first Resident Evil that I played on this channel. Y'all showed a ton of support on this one. And then, Resident Evil 3 came out, y'all showed y'all support on that one. And now Resident Evil 4 remake, y'all showing y'all support on this one too as well. And also, I cannot forget Resident Evil Village. I was about to forget about Resident Evil Village because, yeah, Resident Evil Village, I showed y'all a ton of support on that one too as well. And yeah, man. I mean, I cannot honestly cannot thank y'all enough. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, man, these Resident Evil games are one of my favorite horror games I've ever played in my entire life, and I'm so honored and blessed to be part of this. Resident Evil community and playing Resident Evil games. Because even though some are scary and some aren't scary, but but overall, all the Resident Evil games I play on this channel and all the Resident Evil games that I played throughout my lifespan, they've been enjoyable because the story, the characters, the whole entire weapons, and even though the movements suck dick in this game and the dodging sucks, but still, despite all that, though, I still enjoy the game, and I am honored and I'm happy that you guys not only support the series, but also um, the Resident Evil 4, also, are glad to enjoy, the content I make, for Resident Evil games. Not just Resident Evil 4, but all the Resident Evil, like previous Resident Evils that I've recorded on the channel. And like I said, I want to thank y'all for that one. And also thank y'all to continue supporting the channel. I think we're still at 300. We're still at 300 plus subscribers, which is really great. I would love to get hit, 500, subscribers later on this year. But if not, at least we hit 300. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't expect to hit 300. I didn't expect none of this. It just happened out of nowhere. But who knows? Like I said, if we can reach 500 subscribers, that would be really amazing. But only time will tell because I feel like everybody at this point already beat the game. but but like I said, that's because I was late for it. I was late. Had I not been late for this fucking game, I would have probably beaten this game myself. Actually, take that back. I probably wouldn't because how the puzzles and shit are bullshit in that game. But you know, I like I said, man, it would be like I said, it would. I would probably wouldn't even beat the game. It probably took a while for me to beat it considering the puzzles. But luckily, I beat it. And all the type of stuff. Um, and overall, it was amazing. I enjoyed it. And I hope you guys enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that um, I hope that whatever Resident Evil games that get remaked or that eventually comes out, I'm going to be playing it. You already know. So and hopefully be on time because I feel like I was super late. I think I was like what? Like this game came out like in March 30th, March 31st. Came out around like towards the end of March. I was super late, and we're like in the middle of April, which is kind of funny because now everybody's already at this point already beat the game. Everybody. I mean, unless you're one of those people that goes for treasures and shit, and in this game. But me, I didn't. I fully did not beat this game. So but so I think majority of the people fully beat the game. That's what I meant to say because I think if you ain't go for treasure and all that type of stuff, I think people will already have beaten the game. But some people who want to go for treasures and all that type of stuff, I didn't bother going for treasures because like I said, it was a waste of time. And plus, on top of all this, I was trying to beat the game because there's another game that's coming out 2023. Actually, that's coming out this week. So I was like, I got to get on top of things. I got to record this Resident Evil, be done with it, and go from there. You know what I'm saying? Spend all night thumbnailing and all that type of shit. And then, what I'm saying? And of course, making some shorts out of it too as well. And then we go from there. And yeah, that's all. That's pretty much it. Yeah, on that one. So yeah, all right, so I ain't gonna waste any time. Let's get into the bad, the good, and then where do we go from there? And then get that out the way. I know, saying like I said, this is just my opinion. You're entitled to your own opinion, how you like Resident Evil and how you don't like it, and then normally I give my what I think about this overall and all that type of stuff towards the end. And luckily I wrote down on the paper just so you can see. All right. So let's start with the bad real quick. The bad ones. The bad that I did not like about Resident Evil 4 and all that type of stuff. So let's get this out the way. Yeah, number one, and I know a lot of you guys are gonna hate me for this, but number one thing I hate about this game is the fucking puzzles. I do not care what anybody says. Personally, in my opinion, Resident Evil should not have a fucking puzzles in their games. I'm sorry. I hate when one thing I hate about Resident Evil the most is literally the puzzles because it takes a long time for you to do those puzzles, and some people may not figure it out. All those puzzles. You guys don't want to understand. Like it, I had to do research on all the puzzles that I had to do in order to legit, legit get through the game. You know what I'm saying? I had the same issue with Resident Evil 2, but with 3 it was a bit different. But that's because they took out certain things in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's why. I thought I'd be able to get Resident Evil 3 so easily, but Resident Evil 2 and 4, where I did the remakes on those, uh, the puzzles and all that type of stuff was so stupid. It just waste of time, and I just hate it. I just hated it so much. There was too many puzzles in both of those games, and I had to do research in order to get through with it. I shouldn't have to, and I know some of you are probably thinking, well, that's kind of cheating. I'm sorry, but I don't know what to tell you because the puzzles are hard as shit and they make it as hard as shit to where the point where you could be stuck at some point, and I was stuck at some point when doing these puzzles. And I've never, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna act like I've never seen these puzzles coming in Resident Evil 4. I think we all see these. I mean, in every single Resident Evil game you can play, there's going to be a puzzle, so you shouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? So, I just hated the fact that they still with the roots of keeping in the puzzles from the original ones to now, and then this one. I just hate it. I wish they could just take it off. That's the only thing that they should have took off is these puzzles because it's a bit of waste of time. And it's just like, bro, can we get through the game? I want the story's getting intense. I'm loving the story. I'm having so much fun, but I can't have fun because the puzzles had to ruin everything. It was just a bit a waste of time for me, and I'm not going to, sit there and then one think about what I gotta do this on this piece of puzzle with all day and all that type of shit. No, I specifically want to beat the game. That's all I wanted to do is beat the game and then be on my way. You know what I'm saying? I just hate the fact that I had to do the research to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the only one. You know what I'm saying? I can't be the only YouTuber that like they have to do research in order to get through the progress of the game. A Resident Evil 4 remake. Same applies with other Resident Evil games. Now, Resident Evil, Village, it wasn't that many puzzles in the game, which I got through easily, with no problem. Um, Resident Evil 3, I mean, in remake when they did theirs with Jill, I got through it with no problem either because there were barely any puzzles into the game, which I got to the action more. Now, some people like puzzles in Resident Evil, some people don't. I'm one of those people. I do not like Resident Evil when it comes to puzzles and shit. I hope that they remove it, but I don't think they're not going to based off these remakes that they've been making. Because Resident Evil 2 had the exact same puzzles from the original one. Same applies to Resident Evil 4. Three, they take some of it off. I don't know why, but it's Tim Village. Village. Resident Evil 8. Says Village has some puzzles here and there. I think they didn't have many puzzles. Maybe about one puzzle at least, but at least I solved it easily without having doing research or whatever. All that type of stuff. But the rest of the Resident Evil was like, I think seven. I think the sixth one. I think the first one especially had puzzles. It was so fucking annoying. But besides of that though, I still enjoyed the game. I mean, like I said, still enjoyed the puzzling, still enjoyed the game. It really didn't matter. But yeah, the puzzling was such bullshit. I really hope that they removed it when they ever do it in remakes of Resident Evil, but I think they're not going to because that will probably piss off a lot of fan base because a lot of fan base tend to love puzzling. I hate it because it takes time out of your day to it just ruins the game to me, in my personal opinion. Because like, dude, I'm trying to get through this part to that part and I had to do research to do it. And I hate doing research to do it because I feel like I'm cheating, but I have to. So you deal with it. Take it with like grain of salt. So the second bad thing, and I'm sure I'm not the only one talking about this, but one thing I hate about this game, and I said this throughout my time play Resident Evil's games, Resident Evil 4, in this walkthrough, throughout the time I play Resident Evil 4, I noticed that the you can only craft like small resources from like certain guns, and you can only craft large resources from like specific guns too as well. I hate that. I don't know about y'all, but I hate the fact that there was a point of time where I was trying to craft a large resource for like to get like more ammo when it comes to pistols and shotguns. Well, in this remake or in this game specifically, you can't do that. You can only do that for submachine guns and for rifles, which is kind of stupid because I think the larger your resources is, you should craft any gun, no matter if it's no matter if it's a submachine gun or a rifle, pistol, shotgun. It shouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But again, I digress. I digress. I digress. They decide to do all that type of shit. Now I'm sure, what I'm saying. I'm sure you know that to be fair, I'm sure they probably have the reasons why they did this. I'm sure why Capcom decided to do that. Maybe it wasn't Resident Evil 4, the original version where you can only craft the large materials into submachine guns and rifles, and that was pretty much it. I mean, maybe they had that. I don't remember, but I now looking back at that, it was kind of stupid. I think, in my personal opinion, no matter what the large resources or small resources that you're crafting, you should craft any gun for get more ammo and all that type of stuff. Rather it's the rifle, some machine gun, pistol, shotgun. But the only way you can get get pistols, more ammo, pistols, and shotguns if you have that small resources. Other than that, the large resources goes to the submachine gun and rifle, which is just kind of stupid to me. I hate that. It was kind of ridiculous because there was a certain like point where I was running out of ammo when it comes to shotguns and pistols more than the rifle, and then more than the rifle. I literally just used the submachine gun towards the end of the game, so it really didn't matter. But still, despite all this, though, yeah, man, it was just ridiculous. So yeah, man, yeah, the small resources. I hope they don't continue that. I hope they take that out and don't put in any other remake ever again. I hope that this Resident Evil 4 is the only Resident Evil to have this certain feature. Because if that's the case, man, then that's a problem. But hopefully that's not the case. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it on that one. Okay, the second one, I mean the third one is you can't use like so you can't like store certain items in the game in the stores in this game. That's the one thing I did not like about when it comes to Resident Evil is that there's certain items you cannot restore in the game. Like for example, I tried to restore some herbs like into like the storage items and all type of stuff. I couldn't do that. I have to literally craft them in from while it's in in the suitcase or in the briefcase. Either that or I had to discard them, which is ridiculous because I really want to save some of the herbs and all type of stuff while I'm getting to the saving point. But apparently I can't because apparently this game does not want that. It's just kind of ridiculous. I just don't understand. Like, bro, I'm trying to get save some herbs. I can say I can put first aid spray and all type of stuff, which is great. And all problem is I can't put no herbs down there. I can't even put no flash grenades or none of that type of stuff in this game. I don't know why though. It's just kind of weird. Like you can put certain items into the game when it comes to healing and all type of stuff, but when it comes to gunpowder and herbs and all types of stuff, you have to keep it out, which is kind of ridiculous because they do want to say some of it, but apparently it really doesn't matter. So as far as I'm concerned, yeah, that's how they went with the route. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and by the way, I was killing it with the MP5 in this game. EP5 was amazing. I'm so glad I saved up so much coins for that one. But anyway, besides that though, yeah, that was the issue I had. And of course, y'all should expect this come to as well. So it should be a surprise. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, that's my opinion. All right, so the fourth one, and I'm going to go with the fifth one too as well. But I'll say the fourth one. The fourth one, the dodging in this game sucks. I don't know about y'all, but every time I get like slashed by an enemy or a villager or any type of enemy, it won't tell me to dodge literally on time. It'll just tell me to dodge like within 1 second, and if I don't dodge, I get hurt like immediately. Um, I really wish they went with the Resident Evil 3 route to where you could just dodge on your own without having the button smash system to dodge, to tell you to dodge because you'll be kind of like have to time it and all type of stuff. It makes you feel like you have to time it, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like I had to time it, and I shouldn't have to, but this game makes you want to. You have to either time it or you're kind of done for. You know what I'm saying? Like I just hate that I have to time it. That's basically I just hate it. You know what I'm saying? I hate to have to time the whole dodge and like, oh, dodge, press circle, but then by the time 1 second's up, it's done deal. You know what I'm saying? It's done deal. You know what I'm saying? So the dodging in this game is so bad. Like it was just so bad. I really wish they went to the Resident Evil 3 route where we could just dodge on our own without having to have to worry about dodging. What the buttons telling us to do because we know if we want to time it, we could time it on our own, but we couldn't have. And because of that, the result of that happening is that I got to take certain hits like you're gonna see right over here when I'm playing the final, the final mission and all type of stuff. I take certain hits to where the point where I take this hit or I gotta dodge it, but I can't dodge it somehow. So yeah, it was just flat out, it was just flat out terrible, man. I just did not enjoy it, all of this. I did not enjoy it, so. It was a bit of annoying to me, so uh I did not enjoy it. So yeah. Anyway, besides of that though, yeah, the dodging sucks too as well, and also the fifth one, the movement does sucks too as well. I lost my voice. The movement sucks too as well. And if you guys know what I'm talking about the movements and all the other type of stuff, um, what I mean by this is that every time when Leon try to run, he runs too goddamn slow for no reason. I wish he would speed up from time to time, but it's like when you try to sprint, he just slows down. Like I don't know why. It makes it feel like he's slowing down, which is kind of stupid. Like he should just sprint, like keep on sprinting. I don't understand why he's like slowing down. Like I don't know, man. Every time I try to run for villagers, he'll run like he's not getting chased. Like he's going to die if he doesn't stop. Like if he doesn't stop running, I mean, it looks like he doesn't like want to continue to run. They do this with every Resident Evil game that I play. I think Resident Evil 2, 3, and the Village, 4. The move is so bad in this game. Like, dog, I'm trying to run and I'm getting hit regardless. Like I'm trying to run and Leon don't want to act like he's running. And don't get me started on oh his name is controller. Bullshit. My controller is fine. It's the fact that I'm clicking. I'm just clicking, taparoo and shit. And next thing you know, he just slows down. He's like you're about to get hit, and you need to slow down. No, you don't need to slow down. It's just stupid. And because of that, I had to like get forced upon myself to get hit, and you guys see it on a few occasions to where I got hit, on a lot of times, and it was so annoying. It's like, dog, can I just, you know, peek? Can I just outrun these dudes? I can if I want to. Problem is, it makes me feel like this game does not want me to. And also on top of all this, um it just felt sluggish and all type of stuff, when I'm running. Same applies with dodging. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe every Resident Evil game gonna have this like exact same issue, but I just wish they just make the movement fast for my character. Look at Leon. He looked like he's not running at all. I guarantee you, anybody would be running for their life for this, man. I would be running for my life too as well. And I'm fat as hell, and I shouldn't have to be, have to be saying this, but like it's the truth, man. I'll be running for my damn life too as well. At least dodging these goos. Like, I could have been dodging them if I had my own dodging like system, but I couldn't have because this game sucks with dodging and the movement too as well. Like, look at Leon. Look at this. He could have easily run and dodged his own self, but I couldn't. I couldn't have. See right there, they didn't tell me to dodge. I had to move out the way. Would it be better if I like, press a legit button to where I could dodge? It just doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. And I know someone gonna sit there and say, "Well, you can press the circle button to dodge." That won't work. It won't work. You literally, I liked it better when they did the Resident Evil dodge and all that type of stuff. Well, you legit dodge it timing, and all that type of stuff. But instead, it just do you dirty. This game does you dirty a lot. So yeah, but besides all that, though, those are the bads. I think about Resident Evil 4. You know what I'm saying? Every great game go has their good. They're gonna have some bads. You guys might disagree with it. Like I said, you're entitled to your opinion. But like I said, those are my opinion. I personally think Resident Evil 4, and then could have been better, but still, I enjoyed this game. Like, literally, I still enjoyed it. It didn't matter. So, yeah, man. But yeah, those are the bad, and all the other type of stuff. And yeah. But here's the good part. Here's the good part. There's always some goods in this game too as well. First off, it's the story. I like how they bring up the Raccoon City. It took place after Raccoon City 6 years ago, and now the Las Plaga, aka the parasites, is now taking control of these villagers in Europe. And then all we had to do is rescue the daughter. It wasn't that easy though, because we had to deal with Lloyd Sadler and all these freaking goons. Um, I mean goons. I mean the Undertaker and everybody else. And we we ended up beating them. We ended up, destroying them. We ended up, uh, becoming victorious, which is great. And yeah, I like the stories head straight forward. Even though I like Ada, but I'm glad she came back because I feel like without Ada being here, Leon would be in trouble once again and be dead as always. So it's no surprising to me. I like the fact that he's still traumatized with the fact that Raccoon City got destroyed. He couldn't save everyone, which kind of like gives you the understanding of what Leon's character, what he's all about, because he's all about saving people. But not everyone can save everyone. But still, that's Leon. He tend to like to save a lot more people, but you can't save everyone. So yeah, the story is right on par with the original one. Of course, the graphics in this game is really good, but that's because I'm playing on PlayStation 5. Resident Evil games tend to be really good when it comes to graphics. You know what I'm saying? Capcom used to really, really good when it comes to their graphics. So, I don't know, it really doesn't matter, but still, it was, I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah. Anyway, besides that, though, uh, yeah, the graphics really good. The third thing is the weapons. The weapons. See, I could have dodged that right there, but they didn't tell me. Now they want to tell me to dodge. Bullshit. See, look. Anyways, weapons. So I like the fact that the weapons tend to be so amazing, and of course, Ada said today the weapons I played with the pistols, the shotguns. Were all amazing. Me upgrading the shotgun to the right shotgun to now striker, and me upgrading it to the you upgrade the striker, all type of stuff. I like how we not only buy things for the merchant dude. Shout out to the merchant dude, by the way, and we get like a better guns and all type of stuff from the merchant store. But and also we upgrade them too as well. We can sell them if we really want to, which is really cool too as well. Sell the weapons, um, or buy this a new weapon to be more powerful. Like it was really good. I like that idea. It was really amazing, and I enjoyed it. I hope they keep this up, but I think they're probably not going to. I think they're probably going to be sticking with their own route, their own thing. But who knows? I could be wrong. Only time will tell. And it is what it is. We'll see we go from there and all that type of stuff. So yeah, the weapons were really good though. I love the weapons in this game. Pistol, shotgun, the Stingray was amazing too as well. Even though I don't like Stingrays, I know y'all probably gonna know why. But you know what I'm saying. But yeah. So that's pretty much it. Okay, the fourth one is the boss battles. I'm not gonna lie, the fourth one is probably the best one out of the goods that I mentioned here. And the reason I say this, the fourth one, which is the boss battles, every boss battles that I fought are not that damn easy. Even though I put it on the easiest difficulty in this game, it wasn't that fucking easy. At one point, I remember I was gonna freaking die in these boss battles, but luckily I somehow come through and beat them. But these boss battles, they're not that easy. If you put it on standard difficulty, hell, even hardcore difficulty, they're not gonna be that easy, man. Luckily, I put on easy mode to be to be a little less difficult. But still, despite all this, the boss battles they weren't that easy. Some were easy, but most of them that I fought against, they weren't that easy. And I'm not gonna lie, I think out of all the Resident Evil games that probably have the best boss battles, Resident Evil 4 is probably the best boss battles based on me playing this. It was really probably good because every single boss I'm going against were not that easy. You know what I'm saying? They will only have like at least about a couple of villagers here and there or some kind of backup, whatever. It was not going to be that easy. Like Capcom want to make sure that okay, you're going to fight these bosses, but they're not going to be that easy as you think. Which I like it. Which I had no problem with because listen, if y'all gonna make a bosses like hard as shit in this game, man, I'm cool with it because at least it gives me a challenge. At least it gives me something, you know what I'm saying? And I'm all in for it. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? The boss battles, I think the bosses of all the bosses that in all Resident Evil games that was so difficult, Resident Evil 4 has probably the most difficult boss battles that out of all the Resident Evil. So I had no problem with that. All right, so the characters, which is my what fifth one? Yeah, fifth good. The characters were really good. I enjoyed the characters. Leon, Ashley, Ada. I hate the bitch. Major Krauser, I hate him too. Ramon, I hate him too. Lord Sadler, I hate him too because he's a nasty ass weirdo. But Louise, he was damn man. I'm gonna miss Louise, man. He was a really good character. That shit, this shit got more time. I'm not gonna lie, but all things must come to the end. All that type of stuff. That's two. You know what I'm saying? And also, I cannot forget. I said Major Krauser. I said him. Yeah, he sucked too. I don't like him either. Um, I said the helicopter dude named Mike. Man, he was killing it. And then he got destroyed by those fucking bugs. Man, I hate bugs. Um, and of course, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm missing somebody else too as well. Oh yeah, Hungin. I think that hot chick. Come here. Somebody tell me where her phone number is, man, so I can contact her. I'm just joking. Anyway, yeah, Hungin, that character that Leon, wants to get in contact with to make sure what's going on in the mission and all that. Every character in the game basically did their part, and they did a really good, fantastic job. The characters were just like the original ones. And he's even better because it's a remake and all that type of stuff. This was amazing. This was amazing. The characters in this game was amazing, just like all the Resident Evil characters that I played with, whether it was the original or the remake one. They were all amazing. I enjoyed it. All the characters really did a really good job with the characters. Shout out to Capcom and shout out to all the characters that played a part in this Resident Evil, whether it's short, live, whatever. Yeah, y'all did y'all thing, and for that reason alone. Yeah, I salute to y'all. Yeah, so the characters are really good. The sixth thing I believe this is the sixth one. Yeah, this is let's see. Yeah, this is six one. This is the sixth one. Um, I like the treasures. You get more treasures in this game. I don't know about y'all, but like one thing I like about Resident Evil is that Resident Evil games, Resident Evil 4, specifically, you can go back and replay the village and all type of stuff to get like treasures and all the type of stuff that you miss while you're trying to like progress towards the game. And I like how they add more treasures into this game, so that way you can make it more valuable when it comes to all that type of stuff. I like the part when you get this case like a case treasure and you put gems around it and it'll cost you like it'll give you like more coins for it and all type of stuff. And you sell it to a merchant and you get more of that, which was really cool. You guys saw some of that in when I was playing Resident Evil 4. It was amazing. It was legit amazing. I enjoyed it. I legit enjoyed the whole treasure hunt and all type of stuff. Although I did not do that many of them, but still, it was really good though. The whole treasure, all that type of stuff was really good. Like I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. So yeah, overall, you know, it was really good with the treasure and all type of stuff because I like how gems cost like a lot of coins too as well. But if you put it to certain items in the treasure with the gem, it costs a lot more, which is really cool. So I like that one. Of course, the seventh one is of course the comeback and the comebacks, in this game, even though the dodging, the movement was so slow, the comeback is really good too as well. The whole shooting, fighting. I like how when we have to parry with the knife with Leon, we could have options to will roundhouse kick right back at them. I like how we stun the enemies. What I'm saying, whether it's the boss battles or the villagers or any enemy of anything, we stun them and then we roundhouse kick them. But not only in roundhouse kick, specific one enemy, but roundhouse kick like at least two or three enemies based on if they're surrounded by those roundhouse kicks, which is really amazing. I like the different elements in Resident Evil 4. It made it so much different in Resident Evil 2, 3, and Village that I played in, and it was really amazing. I enjoyed it. It was really good, and yeah, more treasures, comebacks, the villagers. I mean, how can I forget? That's like the number one thing I like about this game is um, they fight back. I don't know about y'all. I like the villagers because they tend to fight back, too as well. Because the zombies in Resident Evil 2 and 3, when I play Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake, they don't tend to fight back. They tend to bite at you. But with the villagers, they tend to shoot at you, throw axes at you, or fight you with pitchforks, whatever. That's what I liked about it, and that's probably one of the most memorable thing I like about Resident Evil 4. Now I remember is that villagers do fight back in this game, which is really cool. So yeah, those are the bad, those are good in this game. If I have to rate this, I rate this 9 out of 10. It was really good. Resident Evil, I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did enjoy it too as well. Um, what I'm saying? It was really good overall despite the puzzles and other bad things I talk about in the game, overall it was enjoyable memories of playing Resident Evil 4 was just amazing and yeah, it was really good. So where do we go from here? Honestly, based off the cutscene you guys see right here with Ada talking to that Whisker dude, that glass dude, I wouldn't be surprised if we go to Resident Evil 5 remake. That would be pretty interesting. Or we go to Resident Evil 1 remake. That would be really cool. We go back to Chris Redfield and then Jill Valentine, my favorite character of all time in Resident Evil games. We go to the mansion, that's the Resident Evil 1. Because many people don't notice this. Well, all started so shit was in that damn mansion, and it was Resident Evil 1, I believe, where Chris Redfield and Jill went to that mansion and discover the whole G virus and the whole tyrants and all type of stuff how they were created, and that Whisker dude was behind all of it, the creations and everything, and it started this whole entire umbrella corporation, and it started to go from the mansion to the Raccoon City, and that's where you see all the effective zombies and shit. That's what I see what they could go with that route. Resident Evil 1 remake or Resident Evil 5 remake, which is, I believe, the parasite happened in Africa. I think that was a controversial Resident Evil, which I don't know why it was controversial. Either way, it was fun in Resident Evil 2 as well, but I was surprised they go with that route. With Resident Evil 5 with Chris Redfield, and I forgot what that hot chick, who was that hot chick, who she was. I forgot what her name was, but it was Chris Redfield and somebody else in Resident Evil 5. Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, Resident Evil 1. I don't know. Either way, I'll be fine with that, or to go to Resident Evil 9. But here's the thing here. We're done with Ethan. So we go to Rose and Chris? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But either or, Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil 5 Remake, Resident Evil 1 Remake, I'll be down to play those things on the channel. You guys already know. Either way, I'll be down to play. And, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, I had a blast playing Resident Evil 4 Remake. I have fun playing, my childhood game once again. And once again, thank y'all all supporting this channel. And, of course, the Resident Evil 4 Remake, all the type of stuff. And yeah, feel free to let me know in the comments down below how y'all feel about Resident Evil 4. Have you played it? Have you not played it? Have you watched it? You know what I'm saying? Your memories of playing it, what your thoughts, opinions on it, and what you think what's going to happen from here. Like I said, either Resident Evil 1 remake or Resident Evil 5 remake, or we go to Resident Evil 9. Either or, you bet your ass believe I will be recording some more Resident Evil gameplay on this channel. So yeah, thank you all for watching the whole entire series of Resident Evil 4 and this review. That means a lot to me in this world. I will get up out of here, and as always, take care. I'm out. Peace.
To the ones that told me to quit, look at me now. I could be the greatest of all time. I know that I can do it, you just gotta let me try.